Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Delta Entertainment. I am your host, Lincoln Kenobi, and it looks like we have a follow-up to the Game Awards. So let's see what we have over here. The topic: the Game Awards rejects woke titles with official nominations. Is Geoff Keighley feeling heat from stuttering Craig's Rio Game Awards? Yeah, yesterday. Geoff wants to have the title of Game Awards in the video that he wants to do for the game's announcements, real rewards, and Stuttering Craig wants to make it official for the gamers, for people like me to make a vote of which game should have been the best game for the year or whatever. But of course, Geoff Keighley is trying to take that away from us gamers. So let's see what is going on. Geoff Keighley's Game Awards announced nominations today on a YouTube live stream, and it wasn't what the public expected. Most assumed that the 10th iteration of Keighley's annual event, which is typically driven by corporate interests and the legacy games journalism elites, would celebrate failed woke titles like Dragon Age, The Veilguard, Concord, Dustborn, Star Wars Outlaws. However, those games received very little attention, while fan favorites like Black Myth Wukong and Astrobot ruled the day. Is it possible? It's possible that this about face could be a response to Stuttering Craig of Side Scrollers launching his own video game award show dubbed the Real Game Awards. And maybe a possibility. So right now it looks like, let's take a look at this. Let me see. You guys can see this, right? Barely. 1 second, guys. Let me just. All right. And then I'll fix it back to where it was once we get back in it. So it looks like the game of the year on December 12th awards is going to be Astrobot, Balatro, Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring Shadow of the Old Tree, Final Fantasy VI Rebirth, or Metaphor. Oh boy. That's a big ouch, man. Alright, so let's get back here. 1 second. Yeah, fix it like this. Let me get back to normal. Okay. The game mentioned above weren't even up for the games for Impact Award, which celebrates thought-provoking games with a profound pro-social meaning. According to Keighley, those 4 titles, with their heavy-handed identity, politics, and social messaging, seem poised to dominate that category, with many expecting at least one to appear for the big awards like Game of the Year, Best Game Direction, and more. The presentation was, of course, hosted by Keighley, a man who never backs down from an opportunity to be on camera. Despite its listed start time of 11:30 a.m., the stream began with a 30-minute countdown. Once Keighley actually appeared, the nominations took only 11 minutes to announce. The big nominees this year were Astrobot and Final Fantasy VI Rebirth, which netted 7 nominations each, including the coveted Game of the Year. Up next was Metamorpho Refantasio with 6 nominations. Black Myth Wukong, a widely popular action game from China, received 4 nominations. This surprised many as the game's journalism industry attacked the Chinese game before its release. Alleging sexism issues with the developer, many took this as another sign that things were changing. Eyebrows collectively raised during the announce for the Game of the Year nominee. Listed among them was Elden Ring Shadow of the Old Tree, a DLC expansion to the original title, which won Game of the Year in 2022. Full exploration of the DLC can take in excess of 40 hours, so while it is a DLC content, Its size does rival of the standalone game. Still, it was odd to see a DLC expansion listed among so many hitters. The other nominations for the Game of the Year is, of course, yeah, we already mentioned these. Star Wars Outlaws, the much maligned and extremely buggy Ubisoft failure in a galaxy far, far away, only garnered 2 major award nominations. Humberly Gonzalez, who plays Kay Vess in the game, was nominated for the best performance. Women made up 4 out of the 5 nominations in this category for 2024. The game was also nominated the best action adventure game, despite Ubisoft menacingly that the title unperformed. Oh, brother. Outlaws also got a nod for best accessibility features. Veilguard was also nominated for the same category. This was only the nomination for the Veilguard, an agenda-driven BioWare RPG which failed to break 100,000 concurrent players on Steam. Concord, a live service game that Sony shuttered after only 2 weeks. The Dustborn, a game that weaponizes cancel culture, received no nominations. Keighley ended the broadcast by urging players to cast their votes for award winners. However, that's not going to do much in the long run. The Game Awards nominations and winners are decided primarily by the committee made up of the legacy access media game journalism from outlets like IGN, Polygon, and Variety. While the public votes on winners, the public score only counts for 10% of the actual results. The jury gets 90% control over the wins and losses. This unbalanced power dynamic was what led Simon Craig of SciScores to launch his own award show, dubbed the Real Game Awards. Yeah, man, I mean, let me see. The new show's winners are voted only by players, with no legacy access media involvement and no corporate sponsorships, the exact opposite of Keighley's show house has operated for the last 10 years. Craig's show appears to have rattled Keighley, who recently tried to file a trademark with the U.S. Patent Office for the Game Awards. This would, if accepted, prevent others from running their own award shows with the incredibly generic term Game Awards. In their title of description, Keighley's filing marks the first time he's tried trademarking the name, even though he's been running the award show for a decade. The only difference this year is that there's a new game in town that's gaining a lot of traction. It's unlikely that Keighley will succeed in his attempt to trademark this term, as the U.S. Patent Office has laws against trademarking common use terms. Everyone's got the right to make their own opinion of which game is good, man. Everyone has the right, man. I mean, this guy does not have any rights, man. This guy cannot do that, bro. So, I mean, you guys let me know what you guys think about this. Alright? Let me know in the comments below. Let me fix the title. That's where we were at. There we go. That's what I forgot to fix. Alright, so that's going to be it for the channel. So, thank you for watching. If you like the video, hit the like button. Share this video. Post a comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are. And if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button for me. Alright guys, thank you so much. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.